So some of you mentioned that you want to see how fast are the things evaporating. Are they really evaporating? Is the acetone getting into our skin? Is it absorbing? And so why don't we measure the mass and see what's going on with the mass of the substances when they're on a scale. And if we just let them sit out, we can see is the mass changing. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try to put equal amounts of water and acetone into the trays. The first time I tried this, I had way more water than acetone, so I'm going to see if I can get the equal amounts. Okay. I'm going to do the water first because I'm going to try to get, okay, so 0.17. Let's see if I can get equally 0.17. There we go. 0.17. There we go. That's my measure. What do you notice about the mass? So our last experiment is we're going to try that again. We're going to try the evaporating on the scale again, except this time we're going to cover the trays and see, does that make a difference in how fast the mass changes? Is that going to affect the is that going to affect the rate of evaporation? So I have my water. It's still there, 0.16 or 0.17. It's really not going anywhere. And I'm putting my tray for acetone, and I'm going to go ahead and put in about the same amount. Whoa, too much. Okay, so we have about the same amount, close enough. We're just going to cover them up and see what happens to the rate now. Okay, I know that the masses changed because I have the covers on them, but we're just going to look and see, are they changing anymore? If I cover them up, is the mass changing anymore once I cover up the trays? So we'll leave that sit for a little bit. I'll crush down here. I'll talk. There we go. Yeah, so the water is the same. Acetone staying about the same. 2.32. Okay. So that's really nothing much happening. And so what does that show in terms of the acetone in the tray? What was happening to the acetone once I removed the cover? Is it really evaporating? Or was it doing something else? And so hopefully after this experiment now we can see where is the acetone going when it's evaporating? Well, I have it covered up now, and the masses are about the same.